Hello and welcome to Punk Science TV. I am Dr. Manjir, and this time we're going to be talking about hurricanes and black holes. So, you probably have noticed that often there's a real similarity in the sort of shape of hurricanes and black holes. They can seem to be um, in the same sort of shape as well. So they often can appear as sort of spirals. But is there anything more than that that is actually going on? Is there any sort of similarity between hurricanes and black holes? Well, there's some recent evidence that really shows that there's something that could really connect the two. And so let's dive into that. Now, for a lot of mainstream scientists, there's no real connection between they don't really know why hurricanes occur, hurricanes, cyclones, tropical storms. And in recent years, they've noticed that just as they found terrestrial gamma ray flashes in thunderstorms, there's also noticed that there are gamma ray bursts and antimatter actually happening in thunderstorms too, which is just amazing. So, this is some of the footage from NASA that's looking at these weather systems from space, and they've actually detected antimatter and gamma ray bursts. And bear in mind, they don't really know exactly why hurricanes happen, so all these tropical storms. So it was a bit of a surprise. We don't know the mechanism, and we don't know how to predict them, and we also don't know why they get so much larger. So this was a bit of a surprise. People weren't expecting this sort of result, and so in 2018, they detected this beam of antimatter hurtling down from Hurricane Patricia. So now we have a situation where we have lightning flashes going on in hurricanes that we know. We know that water is detected. We know that we have gamma ray bursts, and we now know that we have antimatter as well. Now, nobody really has put all this together apart from myself. So nobody was really predicting all of this. But if you look at what I've always said is the black hole principle and how that actually works, then you can see that all of this is very simple. So you have this light that's beyond the dimensions, beyond our consciousness, coming to the edge of our reality and turning into antimatter and matter at this, just under the speed of light, and then they combine again and back into light, and that creates gamma ray bursts and various radiation. Now that same pattern is going on at every level of the universe, from supermassive black holes all the way to our thunderstorms and now our hurricanes. So I probably have been the only person to actually predict that why these storms are happening, and maybe I should give myself a bit of a a bit of a prize for this, because I'm probably the only person who predicted that hurricanes would produce gamma ray bursts and antimatter. So where do we go from here? How do we move forward? Well, I don't need to tell you that hurricanes are a really big problem for humans, and they cause lots of destruction every single year. And if we understand the mechanism, the true mechanism, not something that we're just projecting onto it, and understand that the same mechanism is going throughout reality, producing gamma ray bursts, producing antimatter and matter at around the speed of light, and producing this spiral pattern, and of course, not to forget, producing water. And if you have missed me talking about how black holes produce water, that's been in previous episodes, and I'll link to it as well. So once we understand the true mechanisms behind hurricanes, we may start to be able to manage them, predict them, understand them. But it's only if we understand the black hole principle, that the same mechanism is going throughout reality, that we've got a chance to really understand hurricanes and make a difference to the devastation, the human devastation that they have in our world. So it's a very serious issue. Scientists really need to get onto this and understand that it's the same mechanism in black holes, it's the same mechanism in thunderstorms as in hurricanes and these weather systems and storms. So I hope you've enjoyed that episode of Punk Science TV. I've been Dr. Mangier, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.